Hello guys, so we are back again, and in this session we are going to begin with the type 8 problem. But as I am going to mention that don't forget to subscribe the channel. It will help us, it will motivate us to bring more content related to engineering and GATE mathematics for your benefit. And we teach everything complete, we don't leave anything. The chapters which we have covered till now, we have given everything, okay, in most simplified way, which you can say all the types, okay, varieties, methods which we know, we have provided all the things now. So in the type 8, it is type 8 is nothing but another method to solve type 7th. Okay, so type 7, what we saw, there were two types. To identify type 7, there were two methods to solve it. Okay, and by both the methods the question can be solved, but I classified specifically by which method you need to go there. Okay, in which problem, because it will make the thing simpler. Now, what we are going to do in this session, we are going to learn another method to solve those type of question which are second order differential equation. Okay, so whatever question which have second order differential equation f of d will be solvable using this method. And this type, okay, you can say this is type 8, which is called method of variation of parameter. Now what is special about this method? This method, okay, you should note this. Okay, this is very important. If you don't know this, then you will never be able to use this method. This is not a type, this is the alternative method to solve which type question. This method can be used to solve second order differential equation. Keep this in mind, this method can be only used to solve second order differential equation. It cannot be used to solve third order differential equation or first order differential equation. So keep this in mind. Now, can you give me an example of second order differential equation? Yes, you know our standard format is f of d into y equal to q of x. Here f of d will be something like d square plus 4d minus 2 into y equal to any q of x. It can be a composite function, anything, doesn't matter. But this f of d should be a second order. Now how do you know that it is second order? If you remember, d is what? D by dx or d by dy. So what we said, d square is what? D square by dx square. Remember this thing? D was d by dx and d square was d square by dx square. So this is what? This you call second order differentiation. So this is second order differential equation. Wherever d square is present, you will say the equation has second order differential equation. The equation is a second order differential equation. Now, how to use this method and how we will proceed, okay, steps involved in this method, we will learn them very specifically. So first thing, they will give you an equation like this: d square plus ad plus b into y equal to q of x. Right? Now you know how to get its complementary function. We have been doing it since from type 1 to type 7. So it is nothing but c1 y1x plus c2 y2x. We are supposing that after solving this standard, we are getting something like complementary function this. So remember, whatever attached with c1, keep in mind, whatever attached with c1 will be your y1. Your y1 will be, and whatever attached with, okay, I will write this, attached with c2 is y2, and I will write here attached with C1 is y1x. So keep this thing in your mind that whatever attached with C1 is y1, whatever attached with C2 is y2. Now why we need to specify that this is y1, this is y2? We have not been doing these things from the type 1 to type 7. Okay, it's important why we are specifying it, because our particular integral p dot I is given by u of x into y1x plus u v of x. Okay, we are supposing it is v of x into y2x. So you should able to know to get y1 and y2 from complementary function. Y1 is what? Whatever attached with C1 is y1, whatever attached with C2 is y2. That thing should be crystal clear in your mind. Okay, here if C1 has attached with y1, okay, so whatever attached with C1 is our y1 and whatever attached with C2 is again my y2. Keep this thing in very crystal clear. After this, you know your particular integral structure is what? U of x into y1x plus v of x into y2x. Now you will ask me two questions, how you are getting this integral. Okay, that is not that much important. What we are concerned it, like in the previous type, like when we were talking about x into v format, where x minus f dash d upon f of d. In this chapter the proofs are not rather important. When you come across they will ask you some theorem that you much need to just memorize it, but whatever important is your its application, that is important. So teaching regardless thing which will not be used just for sake of wasting time, okay, in understanding those things, okay, which will not be used continuously, is just adding burden. So we don't want to add much burden. We just want to let you know that the particular integral structure will be what? U of x into y1x plus v of x into y2x. Now you will ask me a question that what is u of x and what is v of x? How you will get it? So there is a formula. The formula is u of x is given by minus integral y2x into q of x the whole by w into dx, while v of x is given by integral y1x into q of x dx by w. Now how you will memorize this formula? The shortest trick to memorize this formula, remember whatever comes first in alphabetical order will have the second y2. So here u comes first, u v w x y z, so u has y2, while v comes second, so it has first. So vice versa is happening here. Whatever appears first in alphabetical order will have last y2. Okay, or whatever say you can biggest position y2, like y2 y4, okay, like that. So here y2 will be this with u and y1 will be with v. Y1 will be with v. So in this only many students make mistake. Now the next question, what is w? W is nothing but we call w as Wronskian constant. Wronskian constant and Wronskian constant or Wronskian, and it is defined as, okay, it is defined as you have to get w by solving a determinant. The determinant is nothing but y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. So when you solve this determinant you will get your w. If you simplify, y1 y2 dash minus y1 dash y2 dash y2, so this is your w. So after getting this value you will substitute, try to get u and v value, substitute and get the particular integral. Again you should note that this method is only applicable for second order differential equation. Never use it on third order or anything like that. Okay, now let's move on to questions. So we are now focusing on questions. The questions which we are going to take in this session are going to be as follows. So let's take the first question. So the first question which we are going to take is this. The first question is this. The question is d square plus a square into y equal to tan ax. Okay, now auxiliary equation. I am going to solve two questions for this session with proper whatever you can say, with proper explanation and words. After that we are going to focus on solving more effectively, you can say, on whatever is important. So we should know auxiliary equation is what? auxiliary equation is m square plus a square equal to 0. M minus I iota, its root will be negative. M plus I iota should be equal to 0, giving me m equals to I iota plus minus I iota. So we are getting this thing, right? Now complementary function is given by e to the power 0x. It is very simple. The real part is 0 into c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. Now we should know to get our y1 and y2 as we write the complementary function, which is let y1. So here y1 is cos ax and y2 is sin ax. Now you have to write this statement by method. Okay, if they tell you to solve the question by method of variation of parameter, then you have to use this method only. Otherwise, if they don't tell you to solve this, okay, you know this type of question can be solved by type 7, and we have discussed that this type of question will be solved by using partial fractions by method of variation of parameters, particular integral is given by, particular integral will be given by u of x into y1 plus v of x into y2. You should know this. Give this statement 1. Now where you will write u of x is what? U of x is nothing but minus y2x into into q of x, the whole by w, which is Wronskian constant, and here v of x is nothing but y1 x into q of x dx by w. Now you know you need to get your w first. After that you can proceed, because w will be used everywhere. So Wronskian constant w is given by modulus, okay, determinant y1 cos ax sin ax. Differentiate this. Differentiation of cos x is, don't forget, don't do any silly mistake, otherwise you will get minus a sin ax. This will be negative while this will be positive, a cos ax. So if you solve the determinant, you will get a outside, and you will get cos square ax plus sin square ax. So our Wronskian constant is nothing but a. So we got our Wronskian constant. Now we are going to solve what? We are going to solve this type of question we are going to use this to get the u of x and v of x. So let's solve u of x first. So if we solve for u of x is what? Minus integral y2 is what? Y2 is sin ax by a, or Wronskian constant is a, into q of x. If you observe, q of x is tan ax, okay, so we are going to write here tan ax into dx. So what we are going to do, if we write this thing sin by cos, then it will become sin square ax. So what we are going to do, we are going to write this as sin ax by a into sin ax by cos ax, okay, into dx, okay. So we are writing it like this. So here you can clearly see that this can be written as sin square ax by a cos ax, right, into dx. Now what I am going to do, we can write it in cos terms. So what we are going to get, 1 minus cos square ax by, here we will take the a outside, into cos ax into dx, right. So what we are going to get here will be something like minus 1 by minus 1 by a bracket, here it will be 1 by cos ax minus cos ax, right, into dx. So we are going to have minus 1 by a integral, it will be what, sec ax minus cos ax into dx. So what we are going to get, we are going to get something like, we are going to get here, if we integrate them separately, what we are going to get, if we integrate them, minus 1 by a, now we will integrate them separately. If we integrate them separately, here since a is there, so 1 by a log sec ax plus tan ax, right, minus cos ax, integration is nothing but sin ax, and we have already taken here 1 by a. This integration is separate and this integration is separate, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to multiply this inside, so we will get our u of x. So if we multiply it inside or we take them a outside, okay, that will be more good. A square bracket log sec ax plus tan ax minus sin ax is our required u of x. Now we are going to try to get v of x, which was integral, v of x means y2x, sorry, y1x into it will be what, into q of x into dx, if you remember, into dx by w. W is what, nothing but a, here it will be positive. Now if we substitute the things, we are having minus cos ax, we have our let me get the page, we have our y1s cos ax, so we are substituting it here into what, q of x. Q of x is nothing but what we have, tan ax, and here a will be there, into dx. So here it is very simple that when we write tan into sin by cos, cos will cancel out, and 1 by a integral sin ax dx will be there, which is very simple, which is 1 by a square, because a will come again, cos ax. Now we got our v of x. Now we know our particular integral is nothing but u of x into y1 plus v of x into y2. So if we substitute the things, what we are getting, u of x is nothing but minus 1 by a square bracket log sec ax plus tan ax, right, minus sin ax into what was our y1, cos ax. Now the second thing, which is v of x, which is nothing but minus 1 by a square cos ax into nothing but it will be y2, which is sin ax, right? So you can clearly make out that this will become positive, and since it is sin ax and cos ax, this and this will get cancelled out, and we are going to left with particular integral as nothing but minus 1 by a square bracket log bracket sec ax plus tan ax, right? So we are going to left with this thing. This is our particular integral. Now you know general solution is a combination of complementary function plus particular integral, right? Particular integral. So if we substitute the things, we have complementary function, which was very simple, e to the power 0x into c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax, plus particular integral will be nothing but minus 1 by a square log bracket sec ax plus tan ax. So this is our required answer. Hope you have understand each and everything. Now let's move on to the next question which we are going to take. So the next question which we are going to take is this one. So the next question is this one, which we are going to take. Here also similar thing will happen, and if you remember in type 7 we solve these type of questions using the partial fraction, but here we are able to solve this using variable parameter method of variable parameter or whatever you say. Now we are going to do a little bit fast this time. Auxiliary equation is m square plus a square equal to 0. Substitute m by a, d by m minus ia, m plus ia should be equal to 0, giving me m equals to plus minus ia. Now complementary function is very simple. E to the power 0x bracket c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. So we got this thing. Now let y1 equal to cos ax and y2 equal to sin ax. After getting this, by using, you have to mention this statement, okay? By using method of variation of parameter, particular integral is given by, it will be given by what? Particular integral, you know, p dot I is given by u of x into y1 plus v of x into y2. Now by comparing from here, you already know what is your y1 and what is your y2. Whatever attached with c1 is your y1 and whatever attached with c2 is your y2. After this we are trying to get u of x and v of x. Okay, so we are going to mention where u of x is nothing but minus integral y2x into q of x by w into dx. Okay, now one more thing which I want to make it very clear, which children do mistake, okay, which mostly children do mistake. Here we don't write here y1 as x, okay, but here we have to mention it y2 is a function of x and y1 is a function of x. Here also you can write y1 as a function of x, it's up to you, but here it is allowed to not to write y into function of x. But here if you write here like y1, then it will be wrong and you will be given, your marks can be deducted. Okay, now let's try to solve this. First we will try to get the Wronskian constant. So if we try to get the Wronskian w, which is nothing but determinant of y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash, right? So it is nothing but cos ax, here it is sin ax, here it is minus a sin ax, and here it is cos ax into a. And if you solve again, you are going to get nothing but a. We have already solved this. Now we are going to move on getting u of x. So let's focus on getting u of x. So u of x was given by minus integral y2x into q of x into dx by a, which is w. So if we substitute the things, y2x is nothing but sin ax, and here our q of x is nothing but cot ax dx, and here we will take the 1 by a outside, so we can write cot as cos by sin, so sin will get cancelled out, and here we are left with only integral of what? Here we are left with integral of cos ax into dx, which will be nothing but minus 1 by a square into sin ax. So we got u of x. Now v of x is nothing but y1 x into q of x into dx by w, which is a. If I try to substitute, it will be, sorry, I wrote the minus sign, it will be 1 by a. I am taking the a outside, integral our y2 or y1, okay, y1 is what? Y1 is cos ax, so cos ax, here it is what? Cos ax by sin ax, because it is cot, I can write it like that. So here they will multiply and minus 1 by a will be outside, so we are getting cos square ax by sin ax. Here dx will be multiplied. After this 1 by a, integral 1 minus sin square ax by sin ax. If I distribute this denominator, we are going to left with 1 by a integral 1 by sine ax is what? Cosec ax minus sine ax into dx. So if you try to solve them, what you are going to do, if you integrate this and this separately, you are going to get log cosec ax minus cot ax 1 by a. Here also 1 by a into cos ax, this will become positive, and this is our answer. So when if we take a common, it will be a square bracket log cosec ax minus cot ax plus cos ax is your required answer. Now what we are going to do, we are going to substitute these values in our particular integral thing, which was u of x 1 by a square into log, this is our minus 1 by a square sine ax into y1. y1 was nothing but cos ax. Now for y2, you know it will be v of x, which is 1 by a square into log cosec ax minus cot ax, right, plus cos ax into the whole into, okay, this will be whole into, what is it is y2. So y2 is what? Sine ax. Now you can clearly make out when this will be multiplied with this, and here 1 by a will multiply this, and this will get cancelled out. So we are going to left with 1 by a square log cosec ax minus cot ax into sine ax. Now we are going to write our general solution. General solution will be a combination of complementary function plus particular integral, right? So if we substitute the things what we got, we are going to have something complementary function e to the power 0x bracket c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax bracket close. Now here what we are going to have particular integral, which will be nothing but, if we substitute the particular integral which we just got, 1 by a square log bracket cosec ax minus cot ax into sin ax. So we got this thing as our final answer. Hope you have understand each and everything. So with this we are done with this session. In the next session we are going to take some more types on this variable parameters and do some more problems. Okay, see you in the next session. Okay, bye.